My story, surviving infidelity. My story takes place 25 years ago, when I was a third-year medical student. My girlfriend of 2 years was the love of my life. I was saving up for a ring. I spent all of my minimally available free time with her and trying to please her. She was a bit of a demanding GF. She definitely liked expensive things and the finer things in life, like $150 jeans. This was a ton of money 25 years ago. I was a broke medical student with little free time, so she was not the happiest with me. When doing an away rotation, I found out she was cheating on me. She found another guy who liked to party more, and probably just more fun to hang out with. She moved out to be with him. She actually told me that it didn't matter if it was 6 months or 4 years from now, but she was sure she could get me back whenever she wanted. The audacity. We broke up, and I met my current wife 2 years later. Now, 25 years later, my wife and I make in excess of $1 million a year and literally vacation 6 months a year with our 3 kids. We are living my ex-GF's dream life, and I can't help but smile at the thought of her working now as an online teacher. Her cheating on me was one of the best things to ultimately happen to me in my life. So, hang in there everyone. The infidelity could very likely be a blessing in disguise. Continue to focus on yourself and good things will come. Story 2, expose my wife's affair with boss. Update, wow, this blew up. I really appreciate all the advice. I'm still undecided on what I'll do, but one thing is certain. I'll do nothing until after the divorce. My wife and I are going through the divorce process, living separately for the last 3 months. 2 kids, together 20 years. She dropped the D-bomb on me a year ago. I felt blindsided. She's been pretty vicious, like she's lost her mind having a midlife crisis. Anyhow, I just recently discovered she's been having time with her boss and a lot of dots connected from the past. I was prepared for her to be with other PPL, but this one stings. She's known this guy for years. He got her a bartending job at a very high-end place where he's the head manager. We've all hung out, plenty of handshakes. He's met my kids. Lives down the street from us. He's this not very attractive, quiet, awkward, overly friendly guy. Years ago I told her, you know he's trying to bang you, right? She laughed it off, he's just a friend, you're being insecure. I wrote it off. I never felt threatened. I thought we had a strong marriage and let it go. She would tell me he'll hire young girls and hook up with them, that he was kind of a player. Well, flash forward, now he's binging my SDBXW. Looking back, pre-D-bomb, she started going out to bars with him and other coworkers. They spend tons of time together at work. They started riding bikes together. He'd bring her food all the time. I thought it was inappropriate and would occasionally bring it up. Same response from her, we're just friends. He's a predator that uses his position of power within the workplace to hook up with girls who he hired. He's been working on my wife for years and finally accomplished his goal. What I'm uncertain of is this just a recent rebound I'd care much less? Or has this been going on for over a year and the reason behind her suddenly wanting a divorce? Regardless, I think I'd like to expose him. Bad idea? I considered writing reviews about his predator setup on Yelp, Google reviews for the restaurant they work at. Any other suggestions? Ty. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, I would, with the highest person you can get in contact with. Redditor 2, hi op, I'm very sorry for what you're passing through, but you must realize if you expose him, that you could take problems later in time. However, I believe you don't be worried about your wife, since things will not end well for her. He is a player and he was interested in her since he doesn't have her. Now that he has, he will lose interest in her. Let her go, divorce her and focus on your life and on your children, and most importantly, be sure do not ever take her back. Redditor follow-up, this is the correct comment. Op, I would just walk away and let them have their fun. Wish your ex good luck with the guy and use this time to get out while you can. I guarantee you it won't work out with the AP. And it's gonna be hella awkward at work for your ex and someone will be leaving losing their job. If I was the owner, I would personally fire both of them for conflict of interest and liability in the workplace. But this will come to surface once things don't work out between them. As for you, just keep moving forward and keep the kids safe and feeling loved. Never wait for her, never look back. Never settle for being second. Imagine you get back with her and this happens again 2,5,10 years from now. Seems like she is capable of doing these things with little or no remorse. Redditor 3, whoever you tell, do it after the divorce is final. Make sure you go over this with the attorney. Once it's all over, you can tell people that we divorced because she couldn't honor our wedding vows because of Joe Shomo. She will supply you with any other details that you need. Redditor 4, what end result are you looking for here? It has been established the owner may or may not care. It won't bring your wife back. He isn't married, so he himself is not cheating. You have nothing but your gut feel that he was the cause of the divorce. He is 17 years older than your ex. Which is bad. But your ex is what? 36? This is not a 22-year-old woman who is new to the working world. This is not a groomed 17-year-old. This is a grown-ass woman. Move on. I know it's hard. Move on. I get the feelings for revenge, but what is a Yelp review gonna do? Not a whole heck of a lot. There is no satisfaction for you here. Live a better life and wait for their thing to implode. That's all you're gonna get. Redditor follow-up, this up. I'm firmly in the camp of exposure, but trust me, everyone who works in that restaurant knows. It's a waste of your energy exposing a well-known secret. I can only see this backfiring on you. Do nothing. Make your STBXW believe you couldn't care less about her. Trust me, he'll tire of her eventually. She'll be rode hard and tossed away wet for another interchangeable spaghetti for brains woman. Your wife will have to deal working with and watching him slob over the next idiot and undergo all whispers and snickers from the rest of her co-workers knowing he dumped her. And you wouldn't have had a hand in this humiliation. Get revenge by moving forward. Redditor 5, look, I know you're hurting and you're probably feeling that you got kind of played by the two of them, but to be honest with you, I would be against doing so. You're separated for 3 months already and you know that you exposing the affair to their boss is not going to have any sort of effect on them since you know they are all friends. Why bother doing that then? It will only make you look like a vindictive ex-husband. The same thing goes for writing a bad review unless it's going to be about criticizing the food and their service. It's not going to have any effect. Even with that, I doubt it will make any difference, so why bother? I read a comment here a lot at this subreddit and I kind of came to terms with this myself after 2 years and finally agree with it. The best kind of revenge you can have at a cheating ex is to continue your life without them and becoming better and happier. It will make them more crazy and jealous and doubt their choices when they see that their ex is thriving without them. Emo, don't think about your cheating ex and what she's doing anymore and start focusing on yourself. Redditor 6, blow it all up. Male, sure, everyone knows. When she sees you've been ruthless, she will have 2 choices. Escalate or back off. Redditor 7, be careful with the Yelp review strategy. Without hard proof, he could hit you with a defamation lawsuit. Also, I would consult with your attorney first to make sure you don't put yourself in a position that can negatively impact the divorce process. Basically, blast away, but make sure you don't hurt yourself in the process. Redditor follow-up, yep. He's going on his wife's word about grooming young girls, and I don't think his wife's word means much at this point. And his wife is 36, that's grandma age anyway. It's doubtful anyone would see it as anything but a very understandably hurt husband mad that his wife walked out on him for an older man. It won't accomplish much in the way of bringing peace, but since it might affect this guy's business, imagine getting sued by the guy who stole your wife. Not something I'd want to go through. Chances are Yelp would take it down anyway. Redditor 8, get the sob nuclear style and your wife also. Show no mercy. Redditor 9, I would just let it go and focus on you. Just don't get involved in their mess. It's so not worth it. The best revenge is a life well lived. Live for yourself, not in spite of those shoals. Redditor 10, I would not blast the bar because you will seems jealous and the owner could probably sue you for defamation. But you can send a message to all your friends and her family explaining that your STBXW cheated with an old dirty and creepy dud that used to abuse his position at a bar to sleep with young girls, and now your STBXW rather want to be drunk at night than to take care of your children. And end it with, I don't want to take her back or even hurt her, but I'm a man of respect, and I don't want to lie to you to protect someone like that. That will destroy her reputation and burst her bubble. Redditor 11, You're assuming that something started between them before she asked for the divorce a year ago. If this has started in the last few months, it's none of your business. I realize it hurts, but you can date whoever you want just like her at this point. Also, you are not an unbiased observer about this guy. Whoever the guy was, you will have a problem with it because you want to reconcile. Let her move on and you do the same. Redditor 12, wait until after your divorce is sorted, in case her getting fired has implications for you.